Hey baby.
Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me?
Oh, did she leave? Okay, yes. Come on, big dog, come over.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Minnesota Vikings. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Coach, I'm trusting you.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
I don't get why her girls like always low.
On second down, Peterson. Oh, good hurdle. Into the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. Second down following the run. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it'll bring up third down. Okay, time now to meet the starters defensively for the Miami Dolphins.
And let's start with Xavier Howard, a cornerback out of Baylor. He's one of the top 50 players on my board coming out of the draft in 2016, and I don't think he's going to disappoint. Long, lean, has excellent ball skills.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Returner didn't have the space that he deserves, got bumped into. That's the flag.
After a 40 or 45-yard run downfield, sometimes you don't come under control in time. That was a penalty on the defense.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And his first pass is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And now it's second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
And he finds Stills complete. They'll convert on third with a gain of 22.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Tannehill on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to yell something.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Hey, Kendricks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Kendricks in there to sack him for the loss of 6.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, the Dolphins will ask Matt Darr to kick it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. He'll return it from the 6. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Minnesota. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coaches to...
You know my stream can hear you? Huh?
You think I really care right now, man?
Yeah.
Why?
How do you feel about that?
I'm just proud of my accomplishments. I'm a 400, I don't care at all. Have a head on virgin. Tell them about I'm real, I'm fraud. Your kids are grown, they straight, you shouldn't care at all.
Please tell me why you always say. 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 Please tell me why you always say.
Yeah. 4 times how it goes down. Slaps on deck for the whole time. On mama's man, I did it with my own sound. And I got my own city that I hold down. Just admit it already. You got plans to do it, but we did it already. Got a couple DMs, I done slid it already. Gotta ask YG if he hit it already. Yeah, I'm a star like Maurice. Running up Niggas these days, they just don't know how to keep it. But I got it all handled. They try to box me and I got my own angles. Yeah, I'ma spend the summer getting to the cake and I'ma wish it put on every candle. I'm like,
Please tell me why you always hate me. 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 Please tell me why you always hate me.
yeah, you know me, but you know now. Can't go with the bunch from the bone time. Pop town, that's automatic, hold down. What's that? Ask no question, just hold it down. While you hating on the progress, I'm a humble, I don't even pause what I do. I just drive the Maybach through the pride, shit. And still breaking, I ain't even drive, shit. Hey, from a distance, please don't try me. Cause we'll turn it up on anybody. I see why they don't like me. Yelling out 400, they gon' do heavy. I'm with the posse back at it. That mean, come on, go on, platinum. That mean, I got a Kindle with my mattress. Oh, I got the beanie back breaking.
Please tell me why you always hate me. 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 Please tell me why you always hate me.
This over complex new design. I'm tripping over all the time. We try to walk a fragile line. Whatever left is always right. I will take back what's rightly mine. This is what forsaken fight. We're gonna set this place alight. On tonight. Bring it on tonight.
Just one extra bag. They're not as sour as.
Hello, everyone.
Hold on, one second.
Larry,
Give me it. Okay, hold on. It's not as bad as this. This is how bad they are. They're in little packets.
Warheads.
Not just warheads.
Oh, fuck.
Not bad, huh? You wanna know something funny?
Oh. Yeah, those.
Same thing. Just not open. I got my bag, you got your bag. I told my girl I did something special for her.
What we can see of the ball appears to be teed up and ready to go. And off we go from Lambeau. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment, We're the visiting team.
You know,
How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Sanchez. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw. But that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Packers, Micah Hyde. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Here's Hyde. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Lacy. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Again, it's Lacy. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run. It's Lacy. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them up and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wound up getting it.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Aggressive, let's go.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jared Cook from 8 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Yeah. Okay, go to safeties. Hit R2. Hit R2. Over there. Hit R2. R2. Keep going. Go here with that. Stop. Go back. No. R2. Hold it. Up.
Who would name their kid that?
It's lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Lambeau in just a moment.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
This? All the same. What are they anyway? Yellow and
Cherry and pineapple.
no.
Cherry and lemon. That's why they're so bad.
There's 6 of them.
Yeah.
Let's go now. White 20.
Throwing on 3rd down, Sanchez. And that is incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Hi, buddy.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
No, you still can't.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Rodgers now on 1st
That's
down.
what I play. He's wide open.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 63 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you. Maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around. But the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
Rodgers to throw, and he's got his big tight end. That's Rodgers who caught it for the Packer touchdown. Richard Rodgers, a 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Packers add 6 to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The return comes now from Jordan Norwood. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So Sanchez on the sidelines with an injury. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Still 7 down.
I don't care.
In the backfield is Anderson. On second down, here's Lynch. Over the middle, open is Thomas. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. On 3rd down, Lynch to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1 yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored one.
And oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And let's not take for granted, in these conditions, that's never an easy pass and catch.
You really got to find a way to drive the ball. You know, get your grip. You know, that's why we see some of the guys now, they'll put the gloves on when they throw the ball in this type of a condition. Sometimes the glove might make it too slippery. So you got to figure out what's going to work for you. But how about the receivers looking back and trying to locate the ball coming through snow and making sure they have full concentration?
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And McManus able to put it through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Howland Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They sold the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to let it go again. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
It's their main running back, but all right.
Back up. Up. Right there.
HB.
Yeah, that's halfback, running back pretty much. 87, 80. No, not
He is the best.
God, but he's one of the slowest.
Would you rather have him? Or him?
He's the fullback. He can't be in at that point.
How can you tell their speed?
SPD.
He is the fastest. You want the fastest, there you go. I'm not kidding. He's the fastest.
Yeah, no, let's just keep listening.
Oh wait, why not?
Fucking. That's why you don't hit X.
You legit don't want the fastest.
He got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing is Rodgers.
I swear to God.
And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
Play fake to Hillman. Now Lynch. He's a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Second down now after the pass completion. On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly in the game plan, and you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection, so you have to have a counter to that because you know they're probably going to bring pressure when they see an empty backfield, so you get rid of the ball quickly. Quick drop, ball's out of the quarterback's hands, keeps it from getting hit, and they get a completion.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Ronnie Hillman in there. He gets the carry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Yeah. Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there.
Jimmy did it!
McManus for the Bronco field goal. He hit us first. Now this from 43. And McManus able to put it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We can do.
Damn.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna look at what we have.
Oh,
Fullback. Who's our fastest fullback though?
How many fullbacks we got?
Jerry Cook's our fastest fullback. You know what I'm on?
Injuries.
Loser, right? Well, right?
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Second down following the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rodgers going to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. The play clock's running down.
Snap.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude,
Can I make it in the
but
field
I
goal?
think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Lynch looking to throw on second. And complete into the hands of Fowler. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Lynch. And this is going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Denver.
Back up, Evans.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. On the return, it's Hyde. Ooh, with a juke.
Great.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, we're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Nelson, you put it on me down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Yeah, Sanders now to return.
Touch that shit. Flag better be on that. It's not stopping the rest.
Flag a block in the back. Return team.
You're lucky. You dude is lucky. You know that? Peppy.
They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
No, but you started like touching the seat.
Back to the air. Sanchez on second down. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
From the gun on third, Sanchez. Got him in. He finds Sanders. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Let's go! Let's go!
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Now Sanchez. He'll dump it down to Hillman. Needed 13, they got 14 on third down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, and they're going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks it up.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss.
And plays like that really hurt Greg Hall. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Time for a break.
We're
back to see what happens after this. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, here's nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. The big fella. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house.
Yo, I gotta watch that replay. Give me replay quick.
You have to let it. Let the play on.
This was a close game. They needed a...
Hold on.
Yeah.
Boom. Mid-air just... You give up, like, get back here, you bitch. You stole my ball. You're like this. Like, if you're the other team, you're like this. Get back here, bitch. You stole my... Oh, fuck. He's gone. I'd be like this. Put the controller down. And put it down on the bed. Stand up. No matter what, if you made it, I'd be like, bitch, my ball! I can't even with the power. That was actually powerful.
Whoa! I felt something. I hit something go up my asshole.
Yo, you gotta admit, that was a powerful hit.
That was funny, man. I was coming after him like, bitch, get back here.
Yeah, let me give you a more powerful hit. Ready?
Yo. Oh shit, do not kill me.
You gotta admit, if I was in football, I would be hitting hard.
That was a good deal. Man, when you lifted your head, bro, kind of hit my chin, you're like,
That's what throws them off guard, because once you go, like, you see how I do it.
remember that?
Yeah. You see how I do it, right? And when I go in, I go like this.
Yeah.
Because it hits their arm, and their arm goes like this in the face. You're like, what? And then they're on the ground. Yeah, I want to see your hurt hit. I might regret this. Let's do it now.
Son of a bitch.
You hate me now, don't you?
Dude, just let me fucking hit you, man.
No, I mean,
Glasses down.
you see what I did though. I knew.
You just don't die.
I'm like this. No, I was like this. Like coming at me. You're dodging. You go like this. Say you have the ball.
Yeah.
You back up. You take your one hand and shove, and then go again. Never seen people do that. I might regret this. I want to just.
No getting out of the way. If you get out of the way, I get 2 hits.
Oh, my stomach. You
My jaw.
You need me in the stomach.
Oh, that's what good.
You need me in the stomach.
I'm sorry, bro.
Oh.
My jaw.
I thought I broke my elbow. I was like, oh shit. I want to see if you can dodge me.
Fuck my jaw, bro. I think you broke my jaw.
How?
Because when the impact collided, your elbow was like this.
But you saw how I did that, right?
Yeah.
I slightly moved, but I still got a hold of it.
Yeah, you still got a hold of me, but I need you. Did I actually get you in your stomach?
Alright, let's see who doesn't win.
Please no way.
Alright, let's see this. See if you can avoid me. Hold on. You're supposed to be. Oh god! Hi, I'm gonna put you over the edge. Yeah. Ah! You dodged wrong, though.
Let's do this again.
You're dodging wrong.
Are you supposed to grab me by like the back?
How I dodged you?
Like that?
How I dodged you when you rushed me? I went like, come towards me. I went like that.
Boom! What if I would have done that?
I backed up and I boom, you're down. There you go. Wee! What? Oh god.
You have fucking Easter eggs in that thing?
Oh yeah. Hey, what up? Did that actually hurt?
Oh, you bastard!
Loser.
That hurt.
You bastard!
Oh,
Get up.
fuck. That was a good one. That was a good one. I jumped right on top of you. You're like this, bro.
Oh!
You're like, boom.
My reaction to people jumping on me is so quick. I'm just like, oh shit.
Alright, you want to try this again?
See if I can do this right. Oh god. You soft. Don't let me down. Oh, I'm gonna let you down. Keep going. Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to pull you up. Roll. Roll with me.
How you doing?
What's up? Oh shit, what the fuck? Alright, now let's do this. Take everything, watch out. Take everything, make it to where we don't hit our head on the wall. But you see how I still tackle
That was funny, man. You were like this, bro. You like pull a wrestling move on me.
How to dodge. People are trying to dodge you. You see how I did it, right?
Yeah.
Where'd my hat go? It like legit disappeared.
Found it.
Oh wow. But you see how I did it, right? I stuck my arm out to wrap you. You dodged. Once you gone like that, I went like that.
And then you.
Oh, I just DDT'd you. But I still took me.
Get your head out of my arm. Oh, fuck.
I got him. That's a crazy motherfucker. Oh, shit.
Are you good?
How the
I can't let you.
Try. Come on, it's one arm. One arm.
You suck.
That hit.
That did?
My ass landed on something. I wonder what.
What if a girl, what did I do, girl? She wasn't even anyway. Oh,
Fuck off.
Here, try again.
I hit hard, don't I? Don't I? When someone says hit hard, I'm none of these like pussy football players. Like, no, listen. Pussy football players. Hit hard, okay? Boom!
Okay, try it.
My brother, he was in the military, he's like tackling me. I went like this, he's like, wow, what was that? He's like, hit hard. So he showed me the motion going like this. So he's like, tackle me, and I went, boom, and at the time I was 10, he was 26. And I boomed him on the ground.
Alright, let's wrestle.
Oh, God. Yeah! I went.
You son of a...
You forgot about that ending, huh? My hands are in your ass.
Wait, why did you lock my arm? You son of a...
I don't like them looking at me when I do it to them. I gotta move your foot, hold on.
Close your hand on my nuts.
You know what? Let's do this.
What we're gonna do.